Siddhpur, a township about 50 kilometers away from Ahmedabad, where he accepted a job in a grocery shop of a relative. This is the marketplace of Siddhpur, where young Asumal used to serve in a shop. This is an ancient temple in Siddhpur called Govind Madhav Temple. Asumal used to spend his spare time here in prayer and meditation. Asumal was very fond of the river Saraswati. There is another temple of Lord Shiv on the bank of this river. He used to sit under the banyan tree near this temple and meditate for hours. Out of several idols lying scattered under the tree, he selected an idol of Lord Krishna. While sitting before the idol, he would often become emotional. He would embrace the idol of the Lord and would keep on crying for hours. After spending about 3 years in Siddhpur, Asumal came back to Ahmedabad. The financial condition of the family had not improved so far. Asumal had to take up a number of petty jobs to sustain the family. Ultimately, he started a small shop of sugar in Kalupur with his brother. The venture was successful, and soon prosperity came back to the family. But Asumal could not continue to involve himself in worldly affairs. He was more interested in realizing the self. He would go to some solitary place and meditate. His dispassion went on increasing day by day. His mother, who had encouraged Asumal from his early childhood to meditate and worship God, now became very apprehensive to see his dispassion. She had a fear that her son might become a recluse. The well-wishers advised her to get Asumal married before he became a sadhu. The mother liked the idea. She selected a girl and the engagement was done. But as soon as Asumal learnt about his engagement, he left home and took shelter in Ashok Ashram in Bharuch near Vadodara. The family members brought him back and persuaded him to marry. Perhaps he was destined to preach the message of salvation to the world as a householder. Asumal accepted the destiny and agreed to get married. His mother and maternal uncle used to describe his mental state during those days in these words.
पहले पहले इसका विचार था, बस भगवान का ही भजन करता था, दूसरी कोई बात नहीं थी। शादी में हमने जबरदस्ती कराया इसको। जब ही शादी वाले आते थे उसने ना ससुरा मेरे को बोला उसका फोटो निकाल के मेरे को भेजो ना। मैं इसको बोला भाई आंसू तुम्हारा ससुरा बोलता फोटो निकाले। ये क्या मामा फोटो निकाले, क्या निकाले, जाने दो ना। फिर निकाला ही नहीं।
छोकरो पेटा आयो आऊं पेटा वयसि मुंहिंजे दिलि थी वई छोकिरे हिन ॾिठो मां।
गांधी ब्याह में महन लोग गया था, शादी वादी करा गया, पर इसका मन नहीं ऐसा भगवान के पास भी था, विचार ही नहीं था इसका शादी करने का। हमने जबरदस्ती करा इसको शादी।
Lakshmi Devi, an idol of love and affection, became his consort. But even after marriage, his disenchantment towards mundane pleasure did not wane. On the other hand, his desire for self-realization became stronger. While his newlywed wife kept on waiting for him, Asumal would go to some solitary place and get absorbed in meditation. He preferred to spend his nights in prayer and meditation either in Puneet Ashram or Ram Madhav temple. Offering water to the idol of Lord Shiv in the temple was his daily routine. One day, while going to the temple, he saw a man lying on the ground in an indigent condition. On seeing him, his heart was filled with compassion. He helped that man to get up and gave the fruit and water which he was carrying for offering to Lord Shiv to the man. He also gave whatever money he had with him. Asumal could not complete his worship of Lord Shiv that day. But as he left for home, he realized as if Lord Shiv was telling him from inside, "Today, you have really done my worship. I'm very pleased with you." To accelerate the pace of penance, he started learning the Sanskrit language. He joined the Sanskrit College of Ahmedabad and started residing there. With his perseverance and sharp intellect, he achieved proficiency in the Sanskrit language just in 10 months. At this juncture of life, Asumal was faced with a severe mental dilemma. On the one hand, there was the delusion of worldly pleasures. On the other was a strong sense of dispassion. He spent many sleepless nights in this churning of thoughts. Here, he read a couplet in Sanskrit.
Sarvam aditam tena tena sarvam anushtitam yena asha prithak krutva nairashyam avalambitam.
It means that a person who has discarded all his desires and attained a state of complete dispassion has completed all his studies and penance. This couplet produced such a disenchantment in him that he decided to leave home. He told Lakshmi Devi, "I am leaving home in search of God and shall come back only after achieving my goal."